Welcome to NextStep, the virtual edition. Today, we are bringing together thousands of people from around the globe, both attendees and presenters. This is our 16th NextStep, and even though we can't all be together in the same physical space, we hope to provide you with everything you need to learn about some of the great work being done by organizations just like yours. This is also the chance to learn about some of the latest innovations being delivered by the OutSystems team. Our customers and partners are the reason for us to exist, and we are so grateful to have you all here. The time you invest shows us trust in our platform, as your daily tool or as the secret sauce to leapfrog the competition. And in the next 2 days, well, they are all about you, the present you and the future you. Today, from Australia to Americas, from Sweden to South Africa, we want to inspire you through the stories of our customer speakers in the OutSystems real-life tracks. Every year, OutSystems recognizes the organizations and people that are driving change in their industries. Our congratulations to the 2020 Innovation Award winners. Banco Santander, Certis Group, Shawcor, the Pokemon Company International, Bentley Motors, Monadelphous Group, Be Swift, Human Resources Development Fund, New York Life Insurance, Medtronic, and Union Bank. Congratulations to all of you. Now, OutSystems is a daily tool for many of you. You are the developers of today and the heroes of tomorrow. For the next 2 days, we have packed our agenda with tools to help you excel in your daily lives. But OutSystems is much more than a tool. It's all about the community, an alive, healthy community growing every minute. To you, our developers, a special thank you for being with us and investing your time and careers on OutSystems. And talking about the future, for the ones starting a journey with OutSystems, we've prepared the track just for you. In Intro to OutSystems, beginners will get a jump start to their journey and use the app built during the sessions to win prizes. This track will lift the veil into a new career. NextStep is also an opportunity to meet the product management experts that will be available to chat with you and clarify any questions you might have. Curious to see OutSystems in action? Download the NextStep app built with OutSystems and engage with other attendees. That's right, even though the event is virtual, we want to make your life easier. Paulo is almost ready to start, but before we jump in, a special word for the partners that under extreme uncertainty decided to sponsor NextStep. For them, a huge thank you. OutSystems has now more than 300 partners spread around the world, and some of them are here today at the sponsor area, ready to meet you. And our final word goes to you, whoever you are, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. We hope this conference will be a blast for you and that the learnings from the next 2 days can really make a difference. And now, Paulo, over to you.
Thank you, Alexandra. And thank you all for taking the time to watch from all around the world. Welcome. What you'll see over the next 2 days will help you to navigate during this time of change. You'll hear from our customers and partners who have successfully overcome challenges similar to the ones many of you are experiencing today. You'll hear from our team about innovations to the OutSystems platform. And you'll hear from our community sharing their experiences and best practices. 2020, what a year. We have all been challenged in how prepared we are for change, how fast we can react to unpredictable factors. As I talk to our customers, partners, developers in the community, I have been hearing how successful all of you have been in navigating this change. And at OutSystems, we have also been tremendously successful because of you. We have today over 1,400 enterprise customers and over 300 partners. Year over year, our customers have doubled the number of live apps, and as a result, their user base has grown more than 80%. In the last few months, we have seen a further uptake in real-life usage as our customers have responded quickly to the challenges and opportunities created by the COVID crisis. All of this was powered by a thriving developer community growing at 90%. And in spite of these challenging times, people are finding happiness. We hear from seasoned developers that have rediscovered joy in their work again through OutSystems. We also hear from people with diverse backgrounds that are just starting new careers as highly productive OutSystems developers. Developer satisfaction is really important to us. These developers are essential to the success of our enterprise customers. And even though these customers are spread across the globe and represent over 20 industries, they all have similar challenges. All of them have the same drive. They want to innovate. They need to innovate. They understand what all business innovators understand, that to be competitive and differentiated in today's world, you need to build software that is as unique as your business. You need to build applications that reflect the unique digital experiences to interact with your customers across any touchpoint. You need to build workflows tailored to your unique needs, tuned to maximum operational efficiency. You need to build software that leverages your existing systems and the wealth of data you already have lying around in your organization. You need to be in control of your innovation, and the only way you can do that is by building your own software. And you need to always give your team the capacity to come up with a new idea and rapidly change what you have built to constantly be ahead. This is where we can help. Our mission has always been to give every business the power to innovate through software. To innovate through software, you need to build software fast. But what is fast? Well, fast means building a first version of a mobile app in 1 hour, so that you can try it with your customers and change the user experience until you reach absolute user delight. Fast means completing a highly complex web portal in a few weeks to dramatically improve the efficiency of your front office teams and reap those benefits as soon as possible. Fast even means rebuilding, in less than 1 year, that massive inflexible backend system, which has been preventing you from launching new products or services. In fact, building fast can mean the difference between your business continuing to run or grinding to a halt. Let's hear from Beatrice Clark, the Application Development Manager at STEMCELL Technologies, Canada's largest biotech company. STEMCELL was able to turn around a new mobile app overnight to ensure the workforce was productive and also safe.
STEMCELL Technologies has always been a work-from-the-office company until March, when we suddenly had to work from home full-time. We had to keep going with our operations, shipping, and most importantly, our R&D department that played a very critical role. Our development team played a very important role in adapting to this new normal, as many requests were coming in to automate new processes on a daily basis. One example is a new application we created on a matter of 24 hours to keep track of employees' health, location, and all the equipment that was being taken home. OutSystems provided a really fast and easy way to create the prototypes and deliver incrementally. I'm very confident that in the next few months, our team can help the company to adapt to this new normal and help scientists to do their best.
Thank you, Beatrice. There is a caveat to fast. When you build software fast, it is really hard to make sure all you have built is secure. For example, that you'll not be attacked by hackers. It is really hard to make sure your mobile app runs smoothly on every device, on every version of all smartphones and tablets. or that your web portal will not collapse when you go from 1,000 users to 1 million users. And that's OutSystems. We help you build fast, but we also help you build right. By using a platform that ensures apps are built right, developers can focus on the what rather than the how. Let's hear from Pete Peterson at the City of Oakland what this means for his team.
Hello, NextStep. Thanks for having me this year and the opportunity to speak. I just wanted to share just for a little bit what we're doing here at Oakland. You know, we're striving to make an impact on our residents' lives by expanding access to our our legacy services through what we call a process of digital modernization. Transforming these services to a digital format is key to our digital inclusion strategy, which is geared towards making more services accessible to our historically disadvantaged and underserved populations. The digital divide and digital inclusion has had a spotlight put on it by the COVID pandemic. And so it's even more important to make services available to all that are out there. Given our limited resources of 5 developers, we've had to look for alternative means of achieving our lofty goals of bringing digital services to the market, gaining quick wins, and definitely rebuilding our credibility with our customers. For these and other reasons, we've turned to OutSystems. With OutSystems, we've been able to successfully deliver tens of new applications, both internally and externally over the past 2 years. We've done this while achieving significant cost savings over outsourcing these projects to third-party firms, which we traditionally have done. Because the OutSystems platform does so much of the heavy lifting for us as it relates to the core infrastructure for digital services, our developers and our subject matter experts, SMEs, are free to focus on the important work of first reimagining and optimizing the business processes, followed by implementation of the service transformation. These transformations have resulted in helping residents report and combat unfair rent increases, to electronically file complaints against law officers, and to apply for building permits completely online, just as a few examples. This journey that we started 2 years ago, although not planned, has positioned us to immediately respond to the new realities brought on by the COVID pandemic. Since the onset of the pandemic, resident adoption of these new online services has increased by over 300%. And so all of these different efforts are very transformative for the City of Oakland. So thank you for your time, and again, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind, and I hope to see you all next year at NextStep.
Thank you, Pete. If you are thinking about your business beyond the next 12 months, you need to make sure that you're building software for the future. What do I mean by this? Well, think about it. Your workforce is changing, markets are changing. Can your digital systems, your portal, your experiences, your workflow survive another disruption like COVID? We have customers that have been with us for more than 16 years. They have adapted and thrived through 4 different crises. They started their building journey 16 years ago and have changed their apps hundreds of times since then. They did not know what the future was, but with OutSystems, they didn't need to. Because at OutSystems, we changed the way software is built. Build it fast, build it right, but most important, build it so that it helps you constantly adapt to an unpredictable future. And this is really hard. There is no single tool today that can address all of these challenges. Actually, you need more than just tools. It takes a platform approach to tackle these challenges. That is the OutSystems platform. And to walk us through on how our platform delivers on this vision and to share some exciting news, I'd now like to introduce our Vice President of Product, Gonçalo Gaiolas. Gonçalo, over to you.
Thanks, Paulo. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our product session at NextStep 2020. My name is Gonçalo Gaiolas, and I am a part of the product team here at OutSystems. Today, I'm going to be sharing the latest advancements around the OutSystems platform. We're excited to share some of the innovations available now and new capabilities we'll be making available this year and that you'll be hearing more throughout the conference. One of the exciting things about my job is that I get to spend a lot of time talking to customers, like many of you watching today, and hearing about the incredible innovation they're working to deliver for their businesses and organizations. But I also hear about the challenges, the backlog of applications, the challenges of increasing complexity of technology against the backdrop of limited resources, limited time, and constrained budgets. And we hear about the need to not just deliver once, but to continue to drive innovation over time. For our IT customers, many of the tools and technologies that are used to build, manage, deploy, and evolve applications are ad hoc, still require a lot of work that could truly be automated and can have steep learning curves and long time to value. The smaller low-code or no-code tooling tends to be limited to departmental or simple automation solutions and usually requires trade-offs. They're simple to use, but they're not very powerful, while pure code solutions remain powerful, but not at all simple to use. And there's little connection across the software development lifecycle. The organizational gaps between the business, the development, and the operation teams, they all add up to longer production cycles. And still, there is the growing need to churn out more and more highly customized applications. Serious applications that deliver amazing user experiences and help the business not only to survive, but thrive. And as Paulo just talked about, we do this by delivering a modern application platform that empowers every business to rapidly innovate and transform through software. So, what do we mean by a modern platform? To start off, we need to talk about speed and productivity to ensure projects get done in the time the business needs. That's why we've designed OutSystems as a visual platform that gets out of the developer's way and allows them to efficiently do what they need to do, where mundane tasks are automated and complexity is simplified through AI assistance and visually driven development, through a combination of no and low-code support to increase productivity. Recently, we took that idea one step further and developed builders that accelerate common use cases like workflows or prototyping beautiful, functional mobile applications. However, speed is not only about building, it is also about deploying and delivering. That's why we have pioneered specialized scriptless delivery pipelines to ensure apps can go live as quickly as they're needed. But we couldn't solve all of our customer problems on our own. So, through the Forge, our component and app repository, our active and thriving developer community contributes thousands of pre-built components that layer on top of the platform's core capabilities. These are just a few of the things to ensure OutSystems helps you build your apps fast. Now, here's a little secret. Many technologies promise speed. However, it often comes at the expense of important characteristics like security, quality, or user experience. We believe that for modern platforms, this is an unacceptable trade-off. With OutSystems, we've designed a standards-based software automation platform. This means you get the benefits and the power of great underlying technologies without having to worry about all the associated complexity. We also work diligently behind the scenes to ensure you deliver great apps, from making polished, accessible UIs a default to ensuring secure development patterns out of the box. At runtime, our cloud-first platform delivers modern applications that scale, handling millions of end users. Our scriptless deployment capabilities ensure zero downtime. Everything is built just right. But what about that agility and that constant change we hear customers talking about? How do we support the accelerating pace of innovation? To start with, our visual language allows developers to get up to speed quickly with what's going on, reducing knowledge gaps for new team members. We've also developed a patented TrueChange engine that continuously checks for hundreds of typical change points and removes the guesswork and repetition from development and delivery. And we've been innovating the TrueChange engine with AI to automate as much as possible, from simple things like database column names to complex multi-application dependency analysis and refactoring. TrueChange is like a trusted colleague that is constantly working beside you, healing applications that are undergoing rapid change. So, our product strategy is actually quite simple. First, help customers build fast, faster than with any alternative. Second, never sacrifice building it right, with quality, security, and scale in mind. And finally, embrace change and build for the future. We achieve this with a constant focus on evolving our product. Instead of big, one-time yearly releases, we are constantly listening and improving our product. In the last few months, we've delivered dozens of product updates that continuously push our product forward and help our customers do more. But what does this mean for you? Rather than just talking about it, let's put these principles and capabilities in context. Let me introduce you to a fictional OutSystems customer, Neobank. While fictional, they really do represent many of the typical challenges we hear from many of you. For the purpose of our demos, let's think of Neobank as a global financial institution with distributed teams and about 10 million customers worldwide. In these uncertain times, Neobank has both pains and opportunities. On one hand, closed branches are the new normal. On the other hand, new business opportunities are popping up, but only if your digital channels work well. Clearly, whatever Neobank will do to adapt and survive, they certainly need to build it fast. To get us started, let's see how Neo's IT team is automating a loan submission process that used to be done in person. This is a critical need today, especially now that more than ever, customers want to be able to submit their loan requests online and avoid coming into the bank. Luckily, the team is using OutSystems Workflow Builder, which I'm pleased to announce is available today to our customers. Workflow Builder serves as an accelerator for teams that want to get started automating manual processes. We introduced builders last year, and they're an important part of our product strategy. We believe that providing an interface that is tailor-made for the job at hand is the best way to help increase team productivity. Complemented by our flagship Service Studio tool, this provides the perfect combination of speed and sophistication, all within the same platform. The tool is easy to use and a great fit to accelerate development for team members with a process background, who aren't necessarily hardcore developers. Importantly, Workflow Builder outputs a fully standard OutSystems application that can be evolved and customized without limitations. The real magic, however, happens when teams work together. Collaboration in real time and not that time-consuming back and forth that all too often slows down the process. For this demo, we're going to be listening in as Neobank's employees collaborate and work in a setting that by now is probably all too familiar to all of us, the team video call. I really want to thank our global OutSystems team who helped recreate these moments. Although, as you'll see, they're not paid actors, they do work extremely close with our customers and know all too well the challenges they face.
Oh, hi, Patricia.
Hi, Hisham.
Thank you for taking a few minutes. I know things are super busy with you. Just wanted to update you after talking to our team. We finished creating the workflow that will allow us to move away from our current paper-based process. But I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, sure, no problem. You know how excited we are to be able to service more of these business loans. You really seem to have a great impact in the community.
Exactly, indeed, I agree with you. So the first question that I have here is regarding the fields that we're capturing from the customer. So I think I'm having problem reading the notes. So I think I'm missing a field. I think it's related to the company date.
Let me see. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, you're right. We are missing the company founded date on the form.
Yeah, great. Let me just add this right now while we're talking. It's a required field, right?
Yeah, yes, it is. We need that for each application.
Okay, great. So now we have included that in the form. Now, okay, so the other question that I have here is regarding the flow itself. So after the credit specialist reviews the financial statements, and then the credit score is being reviewed by the back office team. And then finally, like the last step is the branch manager doing the final approval. So there was some discussions in our last meeting whether our platinum customers will require the same final approval or not.
Yeah, we actually discussed internally, and platinum customers won't require that extra step. We know them well, so they can go straight into the approved status.
Okay, makes sense. Sounds good. So let me quickly make that change here. And once I finish this, let me show you the experience, how the experience will be like. And it has finished applying the updates. So let's jump in and I'll show you the request process. Here I go in, I create the new request. As you can see, I fill out the fields. I also can upload the financial documents that are required. And here, once I submit the workflow, it kicks off. And you will see that now if I go in again as the credit specialist this time, you can see that the request is in the queue already.
Whoa, this is going to make things so much better now. Thank you so much for the updates. As you know, with everyone working from home, it's a bit of a free-for-all. I mean, we are taking pictures with our phones, we are emailing, you name it, but we are doing the best we can. We have a backlog of loan requests to get through. Let's connect again soon, okay?
Definitely. Sounds good to me. Thank you so much, Patricia, for your time. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was great. Thanks, team. What we've just seen is the power of Workflow Builder, enabling collaboration and near real-time feedback with a distributed workforce. Meanwhile, the central IT team at Neobank is not sitting still. They've been tasked with building a new version of the bank's main banking app for their entire customer base. This needs to be a fast, beautifully designed user experience that securely scales to 10 million users. Building these applications usually means a lot of special front-end skills and hard work. So let's look at another interaction of team members. This time, the team at Neobank will be using Experience Builder, which is designed to accelerate mobile application prototyping and development. Early customers using Experience Builder tell us that they love how fast they can prototype with real code and how well architected the end application is.
Oh, hey Riva, how are you?
Hey Hisham, all good here. Just staying home most of the time. At least I have more time to bake more bread.
Good to hear. I'd love to taste one then. Listen, I just spoke with Patricia earlier, and I wanted to update you on the initiative that we're doing with the business loan application. Right. So we've actually implemented the workflow, and we finished it, and we actually started testing it out. So far, honestly, the result seems very promising. We're already saving a huge amount of time, and the productivity is great. Still, of course, few gaps to fill that we're working on.
Okay, that's great to hear. I was actually just working on the new mobile application just now. Why don't we go ahead and add the screens for the customer application process and trigger your workflow? The ones we discussed in our last call?
That's great. If we can do this right now, that's perfect.
Yeah, it will be quick. Let me show you and share you my screen. So this is what I have so far. You see the different flows we already have for signing in, various signups for debit and credit cards, checking balances, and so on. I think we were going to add these directly to the main menu. Is that still the case?
Yes, that's still the case. So you know that the business wants to have this or make sure that this is really obvious for our customers, so they want it in the top level menu.
All right, so let's go ahead and add the menu item, and let's connect it to a new application process. Now, there's a whole bunch of existing patterns to choose from, and I think a loan application is one of them. Yes, this is it. Okay, so we've added the flow. So when the customer has finished the loan application, where should we take them?
Good question. We usually take or go back to the balances screen. I think that makes sense here too as well, to apply it the same way. And of course, we can then discuss like adding a loan status to the page in the future.
Okay, sure. So we'll go ahead and publish this and let's see how it looks. It's not connected to our data yet, by the way, so you can already install it in your phone and check it out, and you can provide me your feedback. Do you remember how you provide the feedback in the app?
Yeah, of course I do. I used to give you lots of feedback. It's the best way. I think I still need to use my 3-finger tap to do that, right?
Yes, you got it. So it's published now. Let's look at it in the simulator. So you see the QR code on my screen. You can scan this in your phone. This will install the app on your phone so you could try it out and provide me even more feedback. And feel free to share the link with the others in the team. I'll check out everyone's feedback tomorrow and make any other required changes.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Riva. I'll definitely use the QR code to install the app on the phone and give you the feedback. And then later we can connect this week.
Awesome. Sounds good. And that's it. Bye for now. Thanks,
Perfect.
Hisham.
Thank you, Riva. Bye-bye for now. Have a good day.
What we've just seen is a team building the first version of a highly polished, well-architected mobile application. Experience Builder has several curated, best-in-class user interfaces, flows, and patterns. These patterns significantly improve productivity and are easy to change and adapt. Experience Builder is available today for our customers. After these first versions are ready for feedback, it is time to prepare to go live. From fully adapting the user experience and branding elements of the app to connecting to core systems, developer teams use the full power of the platform to build on top of early versions and achieve a fully functional app in a matter of days. Our TrueChange engine helps them along the way, automating boring tasks and adapting to change as it happens. Finally, the application is ready to go live and can be quickly moved to our production cloud environment by using our zero downtime, fully automated scriptless deployment pipelines that handle all necessary activities like dependency checking. So, these are just some of the capabilities that help teams that want to move faster. We're constantly focusing on improving our existing platform. We keep removing friction and productivity killers based on feedback from our community. We also continue to invest significantly in creating an intelligent platform that uses AI to augment developers, freeing them from repetitive manual work. We started this journey a few years ago. We started small with Next Best Action Prediction. We then moved to enhancing our data binding capabilities, removing tens of thousands of work in low-value development activities. Today, powered by machine learning models trained on millions of micro-application flows, we're increasingly embedding smart assistance capabilities across our product, augmenting our TrueChange engine. Think of it as having a trusted colleague pair program with you every step of the way. All of this is because we have a simple yet ambitious vision. We want to make you and your team 100 times more productive. Let's go back to Neobank and fast forward 1 week. The apps are almost ready to go live. The team has successfully responded to the time-sensitive nature of this challenge. But I can hear you ask, look, speed is great, but speed also means I can do a lot of stuff wrong very, very fast. And this is absolutely true, and we've all had war stories that prove exactly this point. All too often, development speed comes at the cost of quality, perhaps even forcing a reduction of the quality of the end-user experience. Speed can also mean trade-offs around scale, security, and other essential elements of modern applications. At OutSystems, we think a modern platform can deliver productivity and speed while also ensuring that resulting applications are built right. They work at enterprise scale and meet all the organizational requirements for mission-critical software. This is the reason we created Architecture Dashboard, available now, and designed to ensure that whatever you build fast, you also build right. Architecture Dashboard is the easiest way for teams to have immediate visibility into the technical soundness and code quality of their portfolio of applications. As part of our TrueChange engine, we've implemented automatic architecture discovery, and we use AI to identify ways to improve it. Architecture Dashboard uses these recommendations, plus many years of best practices, to automatically suggest improvements that allow developers and architects to act decisively, manage technical debt, and maintain the agility of their apps. In most companies, the typical way of addressing these concerns is to include manual checks and controls into the process. Things like the dreaded architectural review meeting. Neobank is no exception. Let's join the developer as she's going into just such a meeting with the enterprise architect and security experts.
Hey, Cezanne and João, how are you?
Hi, Riva. I'm great. Hope you're feeling up to it. I mean, these architecture reviews can be quite intense sometimes.
Not forgetting, of course, the security part of it.
Well, okay. I built this app with OutSystems, and so I was hoping to be done in a few minutes so I could go for a jog before lunch.
I like how optimistic you are about this. But let's jump into it. So technical debt is something we're particularly concerned about, given, what we've seen this year, the amount of changes that we needed to make in existing applications. So first, I'd like to make sure that the architectural best practices are being followed to avoid creating any problems that we'll have to deal with in the future. Now, I'm myself pretty new to OutSystems. How do you ensure this with the platform?
Okay, well, I actually have a report for that. Let me share my screen. So as what you can see, OutSystems includes an architecture dashboard that does a code analysis for all our apps. Here, we're looking at all of the modules of the app. Colors indicate where there are issues from a best practices point of view. And so as what you could see, everything is green, which means we're all good. I used Experience Builder for this, and so the front end was automatically built with the best practices, and so it passed the analysis. I reused pre-built components to integrate with our banking systems. This saved a ton of time, and you could see those components here in the dashboard, also green.
I love all of the green. So how are you handling the authentication?
For our employees, we're integrating directly with our existing LDAP services. And for customers, we're integrating with our customer authentication service.
Okay, and given that this is a customer app where we're expecting perhaps in the future quite a bit of usage, how are you dealing with the scalability requirements of this?
Well, that's a good question. The built-in patterns I used were already optimized for highly scalable consumer apps. After we finished the remaining logic and integration, we checked the report again. And thankfully, the report uses AI to anticipate performance problems. And it suggested a few things to change in the architecture to help with that. And so we made those updates and had no issue passing the scalability tests yesterday. The only thing I have left to do is to integrate with Salesforce.
Okay, well, that seems good so far. Let me check for my other checklist.
So let me jump in while Sazen looks for a checklist. Let's talk a bit about security. So as you know, this is going to be our flagship app used by our most valuable customers. What kind of assurance do we have that the app cannot be really compromised?
Okay, let me help you with that. Because all developers really love to worry about security, right? In fact, security is a very hard problem. It is a field of knowledge that's always evolving, so keeping up is really hard. It's no wonder Gartner estimates more than 75% of all apps wouldn't pass basic security tests. This is why today we are announcing AppShield, a new way to fully secure all of your mobile apps. AppShield automatically integrates with applications during deployment to protect against malware, as well as code injection, tampering, and reverse engineering. AppShield continuously reduces your security exposure without requiring development teams to spend weeks learning these complex and often overlooked topics. Let's go back to Neobank and see how this will help our developer.
So you see, by using AppShield, we get all of the protections we need for a customer-facing app. In fact, I emailed you the results of a pen test we did last week, and it passed with flying green colors.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Then I don't have any further questions.
Okay.
Me neither. Looks like you're going to go for the run after all.
That's great. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Guys.
Bye.
Like in Neobank's example, companies today use data to deliver personalized, fast, and effective customer experiences. To achieve this, data residing in multiple enterprise systems needs to be accessed, integrated, and used intelligently. OutSystems has always had several integration capabilities built in, from pre-built connectors to consumption of any custom API using standard REST or SOAP. But today, we're taking things one step further. We want to do the heavy lifting for you, making sure you are incredibly productive without ever sacrificing quality, security, or performance. Like you, we know from experience that these are incredibly important aspects when it comes to enterprise-grade, mission-critical integrations. So today, we're proud to introduce the new Integration Builder, a simple way to connect and use your enterprise data. Early customers using Integration Builder have been able to access and utilize their enterprise data within OutSystems applications in minutes, without ever sacrificing architectural and security best practices. Integration Builder is 100% OutSystems supported, and connectors to core systems like SAP are certified. Like with any of our products, we're learning from customers, so Integration Builder is available today on our Early Access program. We also continue to invest heavily on our own OutSystems Cloud. We believe that now and in the future, the OutSystems Cloud will be the most convenient and powerful way to experience our product. To fully support our customers that have stringent data residency and latency requirements, we continue to open new cloud regions. Additionally, amongst other capabilities, we've recently enhanced our cloud's protection against distributed denial of service attacks to match the increased sophistication of attacks against our customers. The majority of our customers already run on our cloud, and we continue to see accelerated growth of customers adopting the OutSystems Cloud as their first choice to run enterprise-grade, mission-critical systems. I hope you're as excited about these new capabilities as we are. Impressive as they might be, they're just another part of our strategy to help you build it right. Developers should be confident their apps are secure and scalable and not fear the dreaded architectural review. Organizations should trust that their apps can run reliably, no matter what that is. AI and automation are vital allies in the battle to meet the growing demand for software. And with all these pieces together, our strategy to address the speed versus quality conundrum means organizations can build fast without the constant rework that plagues development today. Let's roll the clock forward a few months and look at how Neobank is doing now. The apps continue to behave well, easily responding to the load from a successful launch. But that initial excitement of deploying a new application has faded, now replaced by the dreaded maintain and evolve stage, a stage often overlooked or seldom thought of until the reality sets in around the work required to just keep them up to date. For Neobank, the original project team, recognized for their incredible success, got assigned to other pressing initiatives. This is quite common, and on its own already represents a potential problem as new team needs to be onboarded to ensure the continued evolution of the applications that were built. At OutSystems, we believe the time it takes for somebody to become truly productive on our technology is a key success factor. That's why we invest so much in crafting simple yet effective initial training. Our online training planner tool lets customers craft customized plans suited to their teams and to the projects they're building. It's just-in-time training, not just in case. Together with our global network of training partners, we're constantly launching courses that help developers from different backgrounds quickly transition over to OutSystems. These are some of the great ways for new teams to get up to speed with the basics. Now, that's great for when you're building that application from scratch. But what about when having to work with an application that's already built and in production? In many cases, the original development team may have moved on or is not available. So how do teams get up to speed with existing applications? At OutSystems, we've worked hard to simplify that experience, and we do it in a few ways. To start with, the visual nature of our platform makes it much easier for new developers to navigate complexity and to get acquainted with the specifics of existing applications. Next, the architecture dashboard provides an easy-to-navigate way to understand an interconnection between the various elements of the application. From there, developers can easily drill down directly into a module or application and quickly understand the user interface, logic, and data that powers what has been built. Now, back to our friends at Neo. There's some good news and some bad news. The good news, the new team has been onboarded, have used the dashboard, and have a good understanding on how the application was built, how it functions, and how it's running. And it's running so well and so successful that loan applications volume went through the roof. But that success is now revealing cracks in other parts of the bank's loan process. The bad news is that the business team in another department are starting to get overworked and processes are breaking down. This can't go on for long. So the IT team has a very concrete problem to solve. What other automation can be introduced to help our company take advantage of the increase in business? But luckily, apps on our platform are built for the future. So the new team can get some help from the OutSystems platform, some assistance to make sure they're able to quickly deliver on what the business needs. Let's take a look.
Oh, hey, Hisham, how are you?
Hi, Roy. How are you? I'm good. How are things?
Not bad, not bad. So anyway, listen, I heard that the automation workflow you created is working like a charm. So in fact, that it's so good that the approvers are getting a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, they are. That's actually true. Thank you for that, Rui. So the business calls it as one of those nice to have problems. But of course, with a lot of a manual process and lack of automation, the team is a bit stressed, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking the same with the workload that was increasing for these guys. So I had some spare time and I was looking into the data and playing around with it using this OutSystems new function and feature called Machine Learning Builder to see if that could help. So what I've been able to do is create a new prediction model that can foresee these approvals. And on top of that, I have trained that model with the data that is already being submitted. And also some new test cases that I have created to see how good it is. And the results seems pretty accurate to me.
That's actually very interesting and good to hear, Rui. Thank you for that. And of course, the idea about it, if it's gonna streamline the approval and could help in that, then everyone eventually is gonna be very excited about it. But the two questions that will usually come up is that how can we try it out in a safe way, and at the same time, how can we get the team on board?
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing. So what I can do is go into the workflow. Let me open it up and show it to you here. And this is the existing workflow, and add an extra step. So where we could add a new field or an attribute to capture the algorithm or this prediction model's results and show that to the team and run that for a period of time. What do you think?
I think it's a good idea. I think the team will like it as well, and they'll be good with that. And of course, once they feel confident about it and comfortable, they will start looking at having the same algorithm to automate and manage like more portions of the decisions. But the thing is, and the question would be, is it a hard thing to do that?
No, it's not that difficult. It's relatively straightforward and easy. So let me do that right now here, as you can see. So it's a matter of adding this extra step and making sure that results are shown to the decision makers on their display, so that they know what the algorithm or this prediction model decided. And we can run that with the team for a period of time and see what they think, whether they want to fully automate this process or not.
That's actually a very good idea. Thank you for that. And it's the right timing as well, because anyway, I got to jump now to my next Zoom meeting, and it's with the business team. So it's a good chance then to pop this or to bring this up right away in the meeting. I'll see what they think, and I'll get you the updates, and then I'll talk to you soon then.
Great. Until next time, take care and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Cheers. Bye-bye.
What we've just seen is a team applying AI to solve a problem, something that isn't new, but to this day requires skills and knowledge that are very hard to find, putting it out of reach for most organizations. This is why today we are announcing OutSystems Machine Learning Builder, a new tool that will be available as part of an early access program during Q4 of this year. With this builder, developers will be able to easily design sophisticated machine learning algorithms to drive decisions and streamline business processes. These algorithms can be easily integrated with your OutSystems applications as part of your workflow and business logic. Let's look at another example of product innovation. Here, we'll see two developers, assisted by TrueChange, collaborating and completing a full-stack change to the app. A lot is going on here, so keep your eyes open.
Hey, Roy. Oh, I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry, Taka. Sorry about that. I think it's just you and me in this Team Innovation Jam today.
Yeah, I think a bunch of people are on vacation. And I love doing these on Fridays, by the way. It's a great call.
Great. I saw a fun challenge, by the way, from the business that we could take a look at. Are you interested?
Yep.
Great.
Cool.
Great. So they're having to copy data from sales tax registration forms by hand because they differ from state to state. So our scanning software doesn't really help.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
So I'm thinking that there is this artificial intelligence document processing feature that was introduced in the Forge that I was going to try and use. So if I create a service that takes a photo of a document and then returns the data, can you modify the app to let the customer take a photo and submit that from their phone?
Yep, absolutely. Let's do that.
Okay, I think I'm done. Can you show me what you have?
Yeah, I'm done too. So 1 second, be sure. So here you can see I've added the new UI to capture the photo from the form. And then here I'm connecting to your service and I'm populating the fields on the screen so they get submitted with the application.
Oh, great. Let me share what I have achieved with this AI module.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So here is the service, as you can see. It takes an image and uses the AI to process the document and returns the field that we want to capture. They get pulled out and passed back to the service which you have wired up to the client application.
Cool. Yeah, let's go and finish up and then share with the team so we can have it tested out.
Great, let's do that. So bye for now, and until next
talk
time.
later.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Here we saw another example of AI helping improve a product. By grabbing the AI-powered document processor from the Forge, a developer was able to quickly automate the capturing of data from a paper form. At the same time, in the same app, another developer working remotely was able to add new functionality, to use the phone's camera to capture a form image and use the document processor. We believe that this is how team innovation should happen in every company. So there you have it. Applications built with OutSystems are fluid. They are designed to adapt constantly to keep up with the changing business needs. Every process is designed to embrace and facilitate change, and every component of the platform is continuously updated to keep you up to date with the most relevant technology. Let's think through what we saw Neobank achieve. Using their existing team, they quickly automated a loan application process to support their shift to work from home. They deployed a mobile app, providing customers with a new digital channel to apply for a business loan. These applications have an immersive and elegant user experience, are secure by default, and scaled to millions of users. When change was required, Neobank adapted fast and fearlessly, bringing advanced AI capabilities into the solution. Finally, we saw that you can take a group of enthusiastic OutSystems employees working from home and have them help out in demonstrating the features that they're most excited about. A big thanks to the team for helping me share with you the OutSystems platform and how it can make you and your team successful. Oh, and one more thing. We have completely redesigned the OutSystems visual experience with a new product design system. To make you more productive, we reshaped all interactions to be modern, delightful, and of course, accessible to anyone. The new experience will be available on PC and Mac as we head into the new year. And yes, you can have it in dark mode. Throughout this session, we've tried to show you all the investments and ongoing care we take with our platform, because that's where it all comes together. Often, we hear customers quite literally describe their OutSystems experience as magic or too much fun, and we want to keep it that way. And that's why we continue to invest in all the things we've shown you today. If you want to learn more, please join one of our sessions during NextStep, or stop by our booths to chat with our product teams. I hope you enjoy learning more about our vision to helping you build it fast, build it right, and build it for the future. We are incredibly excited about the journey ahead, and we hope you join us and our active user community in building a truly revolutionary product. Thank you. And back to you, Paulo.
I started out today talking about our mission, to give every business the power to innovate. But as many of you know, the tools are not enough. They do not build applications themselves. It takes developers. And there is no larger opportunity or need in the workplace today than for the professional developer. At OutSystems, we are absolutely committed to helping grow the number of developers in the world. Please now welcome Jen Lopez, our Senior Director of Developer and Community at OutSystems, to talk about the next generation of developers.
Thank you, Paulo. Hi, I'm Jen. I'm part of the great team at OutSystems that works side by side with our developer community and strives to support and celebrate our customers' voices every day. One of the ways we do this is to work closely with the developers that use the OutSystems platform to help drive innovation in their organizations. And today, that's over 330,000 developers who are a part of this growing community. Over 90% growth just since last year. Last month alone, more than 22,000 developers, many of you watching this event right now, actively participated in the community. Building applications, downloading reusable apps and components in the Forge, having discussions in the forum, taking online training courses, joining user groups, a whole lot more. 500 developers joined the virtual user group in Brazil just last month. And that activity and interest is consistent with what we've been seeing over these past few challenging months. In addition to thousands of new developers joining our community, we have thousands who have been working hard to step up to the challenges we've all been facing. We saw it with the COVID-19 Community Response Program, when the community came together to brainstorm, build, and launch apps to help others through this crisis. And we saw it in March and in April at the height of the pandemic, with a surge in new members, and when the community pitched in to answer more questions than ever in the forums and offered to mentor those new developers. The OutSystems developer community is vibrant, helpful, dynamic, and creative.
Hey, OutSystems developers.
I started using OutSystems in 2017, where I was a full stack developer, and now I can do just so much more, so much faster.
Today, OutSystems is part of my life.
I love OutSystems as a platform, and I love developing on OutSystems very much because it makes our life so easy throughout the application development lifecycle.
My life is being turned into something amazing.
You guys make my life so much easier, and you make me love my job.
You've really kept me in the IT business with this remarkable product called OutSystems.
The work and the effort that you put in every day contributes to the success that we have in providing great solutions to our customers.
It's a fantastic platform and it's proving itself extremely powerful and valuable.
The thing I love the most in the platform is the fast learning curve.
It's my favorite development platform.
I can really not imagine how my life would be if I have to stop working without systems.
Thanks a bunch for these cool tools.
That inspires me to keep learning and to keep evolving as well.
And I love my job every day more and more.
Thank you. You guys and gals rock.
But what does the future hold? As Paulo mentioned, our mission is to give every business the power to innovate. And that takes the creativity and work of developers who are needed now and will be needed more than ever by organizations around the world who are eager to bring on developers to drive their innovation. And at OutSystems, we are absolutely committed to helping to grow the number of professional developers around the world. And whether it's the thousands of students learning OutSystems in colleges and universities across the globe through our education program, or the surge of people looking to add new skills during the pandemic, we know that the new generation of developers is coming from all walks of life, from different socioeconomic, cultural, and educational backgrounds, many ages, skill sets, a broad spectrum of people who may not have been able to participate as readily before. We live in a diverse world. The technology space should reflect that. Anyone who wants to drive innovation in technology should have the chance to become a professional developer. It should be easy to get started. There should be multiple ways to learn and various career paths to take. And we must go beyond just getting new generation into tech, but helping to keep them here. This means access to training, tools, technology, and also platforms that greatly increase productivity, power, and the impact of the professional developer. Which is why I'm excited to introduce a new partnership with Women Who Code, whose mission is to inspire women to excel in technology careers.
Hello, I'm Joey Rosenberg, Chief Leadership Officer of Women Who Code. We are the world's largest movement dedicated to inspiring women to excel in technology careers. We do this work because we fiercely believe that tech is better when women and more diverse people have the opportunity to build the products that shape our world. We're thrilled to partner with OutSystems to elevate and amplify this work. Thank you for joining our movement. Have an incredible conference.
With over 230,000 members around the world, this partnership is just the beginning of our quest to help shape and grow the new generation of developers. Over the coming months, you'll see even more ways to learn, new local user groups, outreach, and of course, innovation. While you're here over the next couple days, I invite you to explore the community, career, and training booths. Ask questions, get to know the community, and join us on this awesome ride.
Thank you, Jen. And thank you all for sharing this time with us. Please enjoy the rest of NextStep.